So, the great big money laundering banks that have been fined hundreds of billions of dollars for their criminal money laundering activities for the world's narco traffickers, the drug traffickers, and the weapons traffickers, and the terrorists, and the extortionists, and the human traffickers, the sex traders there, the people that buy and sell human beings and trade them like baseball cards, and the sex cults are laundering gargantuan amounts of money. At the very same time, they're engaged in high interest rate, no documentation liar loans, no down payment, 100% financing, mortgages to people they know damn well can't repay the money. Changing the dirtiest money on the planet into a piece of foreclosed American real estate. And then, do it again. They churn these money laundering properties. And this is why the Justice Department and the FBI and the SEC and the Office of Thrift Supervision and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency and pieces of excrement like Alberto Gonzalez and Eric Holder and Eric Schneiderman and John Ashcroft and Ed Meese and William Barr and Loretta Lynch, the whole gang. Too big to fail, right? Got to bail out the biggest money laundering pigs in the history of mankind. What did Schwecker face? Well, come on, Bill Black. You and the people over at the con. What did Schwecker face? Did Schwecker face an entire culture of enabling the world's filthiest money launderers? What did Schwecker face Michael Hudson there, and or Mike Winston, and Richard Bowen, and I guess it's Mike Hudson. Come on, Jeff Thigpen, Jeff Stopa, Mark Stopa, excuse me. Maybe Adam Bronfman and Eric Vaughn and Patrick S. Lovell over at the con. What did Schwecker actually face? What was the government trying to cover up? Were they trying to cover up that they are very well aware of the fact that predatory foreclosures and these extremely sketchy, illegal subprime mortgages are used to presto changeo, take the dirty money and change it into a fresh, clean piece of freshly repossessed American real estate? That's one way to change dirty money into a clean asset, is run it through a predatory foreclosure fiasco. My God almighty, America, when are you going to wake up? When are you going to wake up and compare the churning of used cars and trucks on high interest rate loans, the churning of used automobiles and used trucks and boats and airplanes and everything else they can finance on high interest rate, and the churning of these collaterals, if you will, these pieces of predatory foreclosed property, they sell it again and again and again and again and again. And of course, nobody gets indicted. There are no trials. Nobody wants to talk about the predatory foreclosures and how they're used to launder all this money. So what did Schwecker face? Come on, Bill Black, you're the man with all the answers. Let's tell everybody about all those land deals, all that land flipping. We're not just talking about, townhouses and condos here, and we're not just talking about tract houses, Bill Black. Let's talk about all those giant land developments in the commercial markets. Oh, God, come on, Bill Black. Let's talk about the ADC non-recourse loans in the commercial markets. Oh, and Bill Black, let's not leave out all the funny energy sector lending in oil, gas, and minerals. You know, like the Penn Square Bank and the Chicago, Illinois, or Continental Illinois Bank, associated with Continental Insurance, by the way. Isn't that a fascinating connection? Continental Insurance Bank, Andy Fastow, and that whole bunch over at, Enron, and Fatco, and MERS. Where do you think MERS came from, Bill Black? Let's connect the dot between MERS and all the title companies. There's one for you, Bill. Now, one thing that a lot of people probably don't realize is that the very handsome and groovy old man in the van, he spent a lifetime around this industry. A lifetime, Bill Black. My parents were in the business in New York. And a lot of our friends, and just about everybody I worked for nearly 50 years, were in the business, Bill Black. So you're not the only expert in the world. You and Oliver Max Garner. God damn, you people are something else. Let's discuss how the CIA and, R.V. King, the real estate magnate R.V. King, and Joanna Herring King, and all the George Bush's friends in Texas, Iran-Contra. Yeah, buddy, I'll tell you what, man. All the real estate fortunes like Donald Trump. Donald Trump's involved in all this up to his eyeballs with Deutsche Bank and J.P. Morgan Chase. And if you think I'm kidding around, Bill Black, pick up the phone and call Trey Gowdy over at Nelson and Mullins in Knoxville, Tennessee, and ask old Trey Gowdy, why is Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse and PM, Pioneer Mortgage Funding, PMF, Paramount Mortgage Funding, and Pioneer and Paramount Mortgage Funding out of Tampa, St. Petersburg, Florida. Old Gerald Cugno, the Cugno mob. What are they doing laundering money with Credit Suisse and Deutsche and Dansk and all the other great big huge crooked banks like Wells Fargo and Citibank and WAMU and Countrywide and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac? Come on, Bill Black, let's talk about laundering shitloads of money through the predatory foreclosure market. This is why Addie Polk took her own life. And if you think Addie Polk's the only one that took her own life, Bill Black, you and Eric Vaughn and Patrick S. Lovell, y'all need to go back to school. Go back to school and learn about presto changeo, hocus pocus, MERS. With a few keystrokes, you can make anything photoshopped, even a dirty mortgage. You can Photoshop a predatory foreclosure with a few keystrokes. And MERS, the computerized trading programs of the American Land Title Association, ELTA. Wow. I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, all the information you need on presto changeo, abracadabra, Adam Bronfman, right. Adam Bronfman, Eric Vaughn, and Patrick S. Lovell, and Steve Grubenbein. Hocus Pocus, MERS, and the abracadabra of turning dirty, laundered money into a freshly repossessed real estate asset, nice and cleaned up, and you get to sell it again and churn it. You do it again and again and again. Just like dirty little slumlords, dirty little landlords like Donald Trump's daddy. Sorry, Donald Trump, your father was a slumlord. And Donald Trump, your bankers are the dirtiest, crookedest pieces of you-know-what in the world, Donald Trump. Excrement, pieces of excrement. That's what Donald Trump's bankers are. And if you have any problem with my assessment, pick up the phone and call Trey Gowdy over at Nelson and Mullins. Come on, Bill Black. Ask him about the CIA and Bill Barr and all those funny freaking real estate deals behind Iran-Contra and Charlie Wilson's war and Manuel Noriega and Imelda and Ferdinand Marcos. There was your dirt flippers for you. the old Marcoses, they were hiding huge amounts of money. They were laundering huge amounts of money in tracts of real estate in the United States. Steal it from the Filipino people and launder it through U.S. real estate. Ask Bill Barr. Christopher Wray, FBI, come on down. Let's explain how Ferdinand Marcos was laundering stolen loot from the Philippines in American real estate. It's interesting, isn't it? Patrick S. Level. You keep asking me about the Arabs. I got a few things on the Arabs, but shh, we'll have to talk about that when it's appropriately, strategized. Because you got some of the dirtiest, slimiest criminals in the history of the world using the U.S. banking market, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, HUD, FHA, the SEC, for Christ's sakes, FinCEN, suspicious activity reports. Yeah, right. That's like the wolves guarding the hen house. SARS. They got SARS, all right. We're going to leave it right there, folks. Exposing the cons, the great Texas bank job, the paper land con, felonious, colonious, America looted stupid, and laundering money with predatory subprime foreclosures. Do some research. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. Hasta la vista. God bless. And Donald Trump, your bankers are the dirtiest bankers in the history of the world, Donald Trump.